face. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Friends coming with all their friends and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
I'm a purple check time. Got the crowd yelling, bring them out, bring them out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, bring them out. What the black day yelling, bring them out, bring them out. Yeah, what up, something rapper hooded than this. I got rich and still in a hood to quit. I be rapping about it, I was moving the bridge. Talk about it, now we're doing it bridge. When the face you gonna be so
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Daniels. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Hey, you look at the Saints defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
That went out wide and intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now the former Hurricane, David Martinez. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Martinez. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 17 there to New Orleans first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Martinez. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They go to Johnson again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here we go. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. Airing it out for Olsen. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Let's go. Ready?
Johnson. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Dalton Kincaid. first touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here's Martinez. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll run. Martinez. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards that time. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll go here with Martinez. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Leonard. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Leonard. Olave holds it in. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the 7-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Martinez. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
He'll try again. And this time he scores. Touchdown, New Orleans.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Commanders 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Daniels. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Go! Gravity Lions!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cougar, 19.
He's going to try and do this himself. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dalton Kincaid with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Extra point run down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Commanders 14, Saints 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now look at him go. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, Saints.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Okay, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 7.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Ready?
From the gun, a run for Johnson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cowboy 80. Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Trey Palmer. Punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll empty out the backfield. Coming up here with 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 6. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. This taken in by Kincaid. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw again. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. That's caught. Jack Bush with it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar.
Saints, 17.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got it across the midfield, striping into Washington territory. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
The Eagles. Warriors 70.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Martinez. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. This to the tight end, Kincaid. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted out to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 6, go!
Running from the gun, Johnson. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Two! Cowboy 80, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Dalton Kincaid, 34 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stops.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 72 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 28-24 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barreled his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Damian Martinez, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead here this third quarter. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down.
Let's go now.
Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
Flag. Crack all 80. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw again. Now Daniel's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Come on, come on. Warriors 70, Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. That is caught. to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone for Commanders' touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a 1-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's complete to Palmer. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back and 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. It's Martinez. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing after the interception, Daniels. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
To throw is Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Oh, a nice spin. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now the kick is blocked. The Saints, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Well, very often you can point to one play being the difference in a game, Charles, and this might very well be the one right there.
And an extra point is supposed to be simple, but when you don't protect well and that breaks down, it becomes that much harder, and that costs them.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Yeah, really, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try to inside. Martinez. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Take it all the way down and just take the delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Come on. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Now Daniel's going to keep it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, he's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 29-yard line.
on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go now. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. A try here for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score. Commanders 48. Saints 44.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Washington, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.